So looking here at YM, we can see the fib was filled perfectly. Remember, I had this filled from yesterday. So I did come to this 786, actually retraced nearly 100% before coming down to this minus 27%. So pretty much made a new lower low in this downtrend, just like I was saying yesterday. But if you do look at the smaller time frame, it did reject a few times, you know, up and down, up and down. That's how it looks on the smaller time frame. Obviously, on a higher time frame, you know, it doesn't look that way. It looks clean. Came to the 786, a little bit above to the 100, and then completely came down and created a new lower low. So that's just something to remember for fibs, that even though it might look like it's kind of choppy on the smaller time frame, but when you look on the bigger ones, it could be a clearer picture. So let's go ahead and remove that. Now looking here at YM, I did have this downtrend going on here, and I wanted to take these buys here, which would have been entering on Asia low, but this move started happening about 20 minutes ago. I'm not sure why. Hopefully it pulls down. That's where I would want to take buys, and then sells would be around here, which pretty much line up around London low in this hourly zone. So I'll go ahead and put my sales already here. And put it in the chat. Yeah, hopefully this comes back down. Again, I don't want to enter too soon. What's been happening a few times in the last few days. So I do want to make sure at least we like pull back down to here before I enter. So I really don't want to get like wicked into it. Go ahead and put it in the chat. But if it doesn't pull back to this, I'm not going to be looking for any trades today then, because I don't want to buy too high from up here in case it does come down like mid-move. Got about a minute left. Market's about to open. Let's see what it does. Yeah, market's open already. I don't really see it pulling back. Again, I mean, you could enter here. It lines up. It's a little bit above Asia and London high. That might be kind of chasing, entering too high. You see exactly something like that. So I'll give it a few minutes in case it does pull back down, but I don't see it pulling down. This move is already fully done. Let's see if we enter here. guess I would enter here if we pull back a little bit more cleanly down to here. Pulled up clean, but let's see. Damn. I'll go ahead and enter it. Cancel my sells, so I'm in the buys. Because we're pretty much at the top already. I'm only gonna close at a 1-to-1. We need to break this. There we go. Come on, keep pushing. Perfect TP hit. 50 points. I'm out the trade already. Caught this top move. This was kind of late. That's why, again, you're buying from the top up here. So I wanted to get out of the market pretty soon. Let's see. Yeah, pretty much this is our target right here, which was yesterday's Asia low. So awesome, perfect execution, in and out, recovered yesterday's loss, plus maybe like a little bit more, so those fees were recovered as well. Let's take a look. Nice. Oh, damn. You got in where? This one? Right here. Yeah, it happens, man. That's what it's very tricky when the move already starts happening before, for whatever reason, you can already start guessing that, like, okay, it's gonna be a trickier morning than usual, so you're gonna have to like really wait for a clean pullback like that. So as you see, I really waited until it finally came down here. You know what I mean? Because if you wait when it's only like around here, that's still too close where price is still fluctuating. You know, you got to give it room to breathe. And you've seen what happens when it's too close. Those wicks will just put you into the trade in a second. Or if you give it time to fully come back down, I mean, yeah, you do risk missing the move because maybe it never does come back down here and it just takes off. But that's where discipline kicks in. You know, you don't want to, it's better to wait and get a clear pullback versus just jumping in, you know, mid move and then getting, you know, a loss for no reason. But yeah, it happens. That's something, it's not there's no perfect way to like describe how it is. You got to just, with your own like instinct and your own like pattern recognition of you just doing it over and over, you kind of can tell, okay, I see that it's pulling down. All right, this is a good, you know, clear pullback. Let me go ahead and enter now. So yeah, I mean, a rule of thumb, I like to wait at least that it pulls back at least half the SL, like around 25, 30 points of the SL. Then I'll go ahead and consider that, okay, it's a clean pullback. But when it's like barely like 10 points, 5 points, that's nothing. You know, that can just wick you in a little tiny wick and that's it, game over. But it's all good. Yeah, at least you see, this is why I got out perfectly. This was very high to buy from. So if you are buying pretty high, you want to get out quick. Buy low, sell high. But nice, all right. Done for the day. I'm going to lock the accounts also. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll be back tomorrow and do it again. Later, everyone.